You already know what time it is. Hey. The boys with the heat, I've been waiting, riding this wave, smooth and having. So like one vibe up, let's roll slow. G4 pumping while the crowd say oh. Hey, from the mic to the stream, it's lit. The boys with the heat, let's get it. Slide through smooth, got that funk in the air. Got the boys with the heat, put your hands in the air. Charles got the juice, PR got the flash. That's the stunts going wild, man, it's red. That's fair, mixing that talk with the laughs on blast. Tuesday vibes built to make it last. From the couch to the screen, no mask. It's that real talk frame, pure podcast. We bringing that heat, wave them hands in the air. We bringing that heat, Tuesday vibes everywhere. Come on, turn it up, feel like groove. Bump that beat, let's make a move. Keep it chill, but still so smooth. It's the boys with the heat, that's the move. From the pod to the stream, they keeping it lit. Real talk, no cap, every line a hit. Smooth like jam with the tonic twist. When the boys with the heat hit the mic, it's bliss. Fans in the chat go, yo, that's tight. Energy up, man, we feeling right. No shade, no hate, just pure delight. Tuesday fire all day, all day. Lean back in your chair, grab your drink, feel the bass in the air. It's the Tuesday show, ain't nothing compare. The boys with the heat, that flare.
What's up?
What's up? Were you kind of confused?
A little
So usually the microphone, when the intro comes on, the microphone goes off. But this time the microphone stayed on, and I was messing around with the things that I was humming and I was singing and I was pushing buttons. And I didn't realize it till about halfway through. So it's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
Welcome to another day, guy. How are you doing? We're missing someone.
Yeah. Charles had to go do that. Charles had to go pay taxes. He had to go do taxes.
The taxes came a calling and he came a running.
So the thing that I commented in the chat about the donut thing. Okay, so we went to the gas station for breakfast the other day, and a guy was buying a donut or whatever, and I saw that there was donut, and then it was spelled two different ways: the DOUGHNUT, and then the DONUT, which is one of them's a like English saying, and the other one is like the way that we pronunciate it, like in America or whatever. And then I said Dugnut when I said it to you guys. And apparently AI doesn't like the fact that you say Dugnut on accident, whether that be by mistake or...
That is funny.
Yeah, I don't get it. Apparently that's some kind of ignorant way to say Doug's nuts.
Why are you talking about Doug's nuts?
Doug's nuts. Oh, all right. A lot of things happened today. We can talk about the World Series since we didn't get to talk about it last week because it just happened. Are we okay with what happened with Hernandez? Did you see any of the World Series celebration video where Hernandez was like completely freaking piss drunk? He was.
No, I did not see any of those.
Oh my God! Apparently there was moms in the stadium. He was cursing left and right, and they were plugging the kids' ears. You know, there's a lot of children at the freaking stadium.
Right.
I don't think I can pull it up. It's copyrighted. If I pulled it up, it'd be copyrighted. But we can talk about it. Yeah.
Drunk. What do you expect?
Well, I'm pretty sure a few years ago when I forget who won the NBA Finals, they had some kind of celebration too, and they were cursing left and right too. But he did the Conor McGregor thing. Do you remember the Conor McGregor thing? I want to apologize to
absolutely nobody.
That's what he said. That Teoscar Hernandez said that. Like he said that in the stadium for the celebration speech. You know, I get that if you want to say that in the locker room, but there's like 50,000 fans with children and parents and stuff there. Hey, whatever. I mean, McAfee gets yelled at for like saying shit and saying whatever on the radio. And like, yeah, they were saying he has to pay some fines sometimes from ESPN for cursing too much on his show. F you. Seriously? My show, my rules.
I'm like, Pat McAfee is single-handedly saving.
He is ESPN. He is everything. He's all that ESPN has.
So, yeah.
Yeah, they can take that and shove it. I mean, unfortunately, he's at the will of what they're going to pay him, like when it comes to negotiate. But I'm pretty sure he's locked into a pretty sweet deal right now for quite a while. So I don't think he's going to be hurting anytime soon.
No.
World Series, it other than the fact that it went 7 games and it had an extra innings game that went like 15 innings, 16 innings, and then they forced a game 7. We got the best out of Otani a couple times during the series. Pitching was fantastic for most of the games.
It was a good series.
Yeah.
It was a good series. 7 games. To say that Toronto was able to keep pace for the most part with the $1 billion Dodgers.
Yeah.
And for the most part, I'm pretty sure at some point everybody was convinced that Toronto was about to take this, but they just they choked out.
Bottom of the 10th, they had bases loaded.
They couldn't hold it.
No.
They literally were 2 outs away from winning it in the 9th.
Oh yeah,
literally. And they just couldn't hold on to it, and they just slipped away.
Well, I like what they said. I can't remember who the guy was. It was on either the TBS broadcast or it was on MLB. But he literally said, he goes, the best team didn't win the World Series. He goes, the best players won the World Series. And I go, that makes a lot of sense when you think about it. Yeah, the best team didn't win because honestly, if you watch the playoffs, the World Series, the best team was Toronto. The team with the best, the team with the best players was the Dodgers. Right. I mean, hands down. But at the end of the day, usually talent wins out. So congratulations to the Dodgers. Go America. Go Team USA. Fuck Canada on their wildfires. But like Charles says. All right. What do we got? What do we got on tap here next? World Series. We can go through the NFL. We might as well go through the storylines of the NFL. We still got the Major League MVP race going on right now. It's a 3-headed monster, and I'm pretty sure we all know that the front runner still is, oh boy, Indianapolis. The one gunslinging wonder that nobody thought was going to happen.
And I think even with the loss on Sunday to the Steelers, the fact that they didn't get affect blown me. Out.
No.
I still think overall he's probably having one of the best seasons as a quarterback. I still think, though, Jonathan Taylor should still be in that mix for MVP talk just because of what he's doing as a running back.
I would assume he's got to be top 5.
I'm like, he's got to be in the mix. It'd be disrespectful not to put him in that conversation. Does he win it? Probably not, because we all know that the MVP is a quarterback trophy, whether they want to admit it or not.
Well, Mahomes probably slipped a little bit after his performance this past weekend.
Somebody was saying, they were saying, who is he throwing to? Is he okay? Is his eyes messed up?
You know what it reminded me of? This is kind of an ignorant knock, but do you remember when Darnold was playing for the Jets? And he was just throwing it around, and he would throw it over a guy's head, and dude, he's trying to get rid of the ball because in his head he was saying 1, 2, 3, got to get rid of the ball. 1, 2, 3, got to get rid of the ball. No, in the NFL it's 1, 2, got to get rid of the ball, not 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. So the Chiefs losing was great. I'm not gonna lie. You guys losing was great.
It was funny though, the irony, the fact that you go the Bears, the Lions, and the Packers going to lose, and I said no. That's all I said is no. And then the only team to pull it out is the Bears.
Well, too, the Vikings, because the Vikings beat the Lions.
Well, yeah, but they were beating the Lions the whole game. Yeah, I mean, they had them on the ropes.
The way that the last 2.5 minutes of that game against the Bengals, the
ups,
anger,
the down,
anxiety, the excitement. I'm gonna punch my screen. I'm gonna it was those. I will give it to Caleb though. He played a hell of a game. Threw for over 300 yards, 4 total touchdowns, 3 passing, 1 catching. I'm like, there's a lot of trick plays. Our defense can't hold water or nosebleed. Our secondary was just, and the fact that we had up on them 42-27, it's like, come on, defense.
At some point this season, I think Ben Johnson will get a complete game out of the entire team. Like they've had games where it's been more the defense, but the entire season so far, it's really been Caleb Williams
carrying somebody.
Right. It's been more Caleb Williams making the adjustments and those better decisions than he's had in the past. Because let's be honest, last season, even as a Bears fan, you were criticizing the playmaking ability.
He's still having some moments of like, hey,
it's raw.
The one thing that I will give him credit for on Sunday, he definitely ran more when he saw the open field, which is what I've been wanting him to do for I don't know how long now. And to see that he's finally like, yeah, there was some plays where he tried to keep it alive, and I'm like, okay, you know what? You're going to get a few of those. But the fact that he actually took off when there was nothing available instead of trying to just waste the clock and just be like, you know what? Let me just get these 6 or 7 yards to make it easier for second and third down. And that just made me real happy. And then he was throwing dots. Like he was throwing some good passes. I was satisfied. And then Kyle Monangai stepping in for DeAndre Swift for over 100 yards, rushing as a rookie. That's and the crazy thing is the pick that we used to draft.
Yeah.
Kyle Monangai was the draft pick that we got when we traded away what's his name? Khalil Herbert to Cincinnati. That second round pick. That was Kyle Monangai from that pick that we got. So overall, I was happy. But we have a lot of work to do still. A lot of work to do. But 5-3, the division is, I feel like right now it just looks like it can be anybody's game. I'm not putting my full foot or putting all my eggs in the basket yet on Chicago just because, it's Chicago right now.
It's the Bears, but I mean, you got to feel pretty good having 5 wins. At this point in the season, having 5 wins?
Because last year we didn't get our 5th win till we beat y'all at the end of the season.
Yeah.
So we're already matched our wins from last year. So it's just seeing how we continue the rest of the season. Because I think we play Minnesota next week, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. I think you are still in the division.
No,
next week.
We're playing the Giants. We play the Giants
next week.
Then
next week you're in the division again. Yeah.
So we got to face the Giants. Listen, before Scatterboo got hurt, I was worried. Without Scatterboo, without Neighbors, I'm not as terrified. But it's still Jackson Dart.
Jackson Dart is going to still wing it. He's still going to throw it around. But that defense isn't what we thought it was going to be going into the season. We thought it would be way better. The offense has been carrying that team more than the defense has this year,
right?
Which is weird.
What's your takeaways from you guys?
I'm still disappointed in the play calling. I'm okay with the way that they've played, but the mediocre vanilla play calling when you don't there's like, I hate to say it, like, do you know how they always say the stupid, like, I hate when they say the dagger stuff, but like there's not that killer mentality. This team just seems like it plays within whatever's given to them in front of them. Jordan Love has thrown 25% of his passes at the line of scrimmage or behind this season. Why? Like, why are you screen pass heavy as an offense when you're supposed to be the quarterback to wing it down the field? I'm not the coach. I'm not the offensive coordinator. I just got questions. That's all. Yeah. And that's me looking at it through, call it beer goggles, call it fan phobia, whatever you want to call it, but that's what it is.
It's a legit question. Why is my offense as stacked as it is? Why
it's
is it being
stagnant.
Like this?
Right.
Like, why is it being run like this?
And you can say all day long it's because you're missing 2 number 1 receivers. Well, Watson's back. You still got Dobbs. You had You had Tucker Kraft until a freak play took him out. And by the way, that Sean Ryan came out and said, he goes, I hate when defenders go low on me. And as an offensive lineman, I'm trying to protect myself. And Kraft came from his blind side. He did not see Tucker Kraft. It's not like he knew anything. He got blocked low, so his legs went out, and he kicked his legs back, trying not to land on his the calf or his knee or whatever.
It was a rough injury, man.
Yeah, and it's like, boom, you immediately knew that something bad happened. Like, just by looking at it, you're like, wow, ooh, that didn't look good.
Me, every time I see a knee injury, just because I've torn my ACL twice, every time I see like a major knee injury, like I get flashbacks, and it's just like,
Yeah, the old lady's had knee surgery already. She has a cadaver tendon or whatever in there, and I'm like, I can't even picture it.
Because the first time it happened, the way it happened, like this was my knee, and it just slid out of place 3 times, and then it popped back in.
No.
And then the second time, I was in physical therapy, and I was doing one of the exercises, and my knee just popped. You could feel the ACL just come off.
In therapy?
While I was in physical therapy.
And they were like, oh, that's not good.
Yeah, the way I collapsed, they're like, oh, something's not right here. Like, you don't say.
Yeah, no shit, right?
So, listen, knees, I can't, especially when they do the slow-mo replays, I'm like, why do y'all do this to us?
What's that one? What's the one where the dudes, was it the quarterback the guy for Kansas City back in the day? Remember his leg, like literally he watched his leg just go like that, and you're like, you have to look away. They're like, why would you put that on there? Or there was another one back in the day too.
Dak Prescott, when he busted his ankle, and it was just
it was just flopping there.
Like, I don't understand why they got to do slow-mos and then just like replay it after replay after. We saw it. We saw it. We don't need to see it again.
But still, the worst is, remember Joe Theismann's leg?
Yeah,
that was the worst. It was Alex Smith, Joe Theismann. Why is Jamar Hamlin's on there? This cardiac thing, like that wasn't something. But people were like, "Oh my god!" They were like, people were like,
scary because
people were like, "What the hell's going on?"
But there wasn't something sticking out of his chest.
No, we were just like, we were worried about him personally. Like, dude, is he okay?
Watching a leg injury it's not fun.
No, I think after this week, the power rankings are pretty much still the same way they were. There wasn't any real shock.
There might be slight adjustments, but nothing like.
There wasn't anything crazy.
I'm not going to be surprised if there is any.
If anything, the Lions might be the team that has more question marks around them than anybody, because Minnesota laid the wood. They gave you the literal definition of how to beat that team. Yeah.
He came off a 4-week injury, IR.
Looked like an MVP. Yep.
And then just came in there and just said, I'm going to get you.
Yeah. Hey, good for him. Rookie luck, right?
Yes.
So today was the trade deadline. We're doing this live. It's Tuesday. The trade deadline was today. Obviously, the big ones are Sauce Gardner going to the Jets to the Colts, bolstered that Colts defense. Like I said, I gave that an A+. Quinnen Williams going from the Jets to the Cowboys. The Jets, well, let's just be honest. Of all the teams I thought would have cleaned house today, I thought it would have been the Dolphins. But the Jets just said, F salary cap. We're going for picks.
We're going broke.
Yeah, we're going broke. So
it's clean. The fact that the Dolphins didn't do anything.
Yeah, they didn't get rid of. I thought Waddle was on the trade block at one point. They did get rid of a defensive player though. One of their DBs, I believe that Jalen Phillips. Yeah, Phillips. Yeah,
6th round in the 3rd round, right? Was it 3rd or 6th round?
Philadelphia Eagles.
The Saints kind of cleaned house. They get rid of one of their O-line.
Sauce Gardner for 2 first-round picks plus a Donnie Mitchell. Quinnen Williams to the Cowboys for 2 second-round pick, first-round pick, and Mozzie Smith. Jacoby Myers for a 4th and 6th to Jacksonville. Keon White for 6th and 7th.
I think that might be a low-key sleeper pick for Jacksonville.
Jacoby Myers, because he actually has a quarterback who's going to throw him the football.
I think that might be good for Jacksonville.
Good, he's on my fantasy football team. But I need a lot more than that. I need a lot more than Jacoby Myers to go off for 20. I need
right. He ain't gonna be the piece.
Yeah, next year, baby. Next year after I completely revamp the entire thing, I'll go for broke. The two picks. Sauce Gardner and Quinnen Williams. The Dallas is still being Dallas. We talked about this before the show. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Like Jerry Jones, seriously, how are you this ignorant in real life?
It's like the guy woke up after, what does Jerry Jones do in a typical day outside of just making a million phone calls to everybody telling them that I own the Dallas Cowboys?
I don't know. Like the fact that you was out here gloating. He was out here
he did something.
And you should just wait till tomorrow. And then let's just put this out here. Purposely, out of all the teams that you want to trade for a defensive player, the Cincinnati Bengals is not on the top of that list. Unless it's Hendrickson. If it's not him, who are you going for on that defensive line?
Right.
So that trade didn't make sense. And then as soon as the Sauce Gardner trade happened, then you see Quinnen Williams going to Dallas. And we're like, oh, okay. But then you come back down to reality, and you're like, but your secondary is still horrible. So you can stop the run. Okay, they're just going to throw it over you. Trayvon Diggs is out for I don't know how much longer. Your secondary is non-existent. You just lost to the Arizona Cardinals.
Pretty bad too. It wasn't even close.
A backup quarterback.
Do you want to know even the best part about that? The dude was out the last game. He's not even healthy. Logan Wilson on the season, 46 tackles, 0 sacks, 0 forced fumbles, 0 interceptions. I couldn't tell you what his pressures are.
What are we doing?
He does have a fumble recovery.
That's beautiful. What are you doing?
It. Nothing.
You're not moving the needle even with Quinnen Williams. How much of the needle is being moved, adding him to that line? To the defense overall. Yes, okay. You've added a gigantic piece to your defensive line. Great.
Right.
Wonderful. You still don't have any legitimate edge rushers, and your secondary is still mid.
Yeah.
Like, there's high school teams in Dallas that probably have a better defense than the Cowboys do.
Very true.
So I'm just.
They did bolster the defensive line because Quinnen Williams is going to be on the right side according to Dallas's depth chart. He's going to be on the right. He's going to be the right defensive tackle. The left defensive tackle is Kenny Clark. That is a pretty damn good defensive front. But as far as getting sacks, like getting to the quarterback, if your DBs are absolute trash on the water and you're going to put them on an island out there, if those guys don't get home, it's going to be a long day for your defense.
They're going to be tired.
Yeah.
They're going to get tired out. They're going to get gassed out halfway through the game. And by the time the fourth quarter gets here, they're going to be shot. Running around, running all these routes, trying to keep up with these receivers. That secondary is going to be shot. And if you can't get to the quarterback or stop the run good enough, what do you think your secondary is going to be able to do?
Their secondary, I didn't even look to see what their secondary. I'm assuming Dallas has got to be bottom 5 in the NFL. There's not even a question about this.
Let me see.
I'm going to say 28th in the league.
I'm trying to pull it up, but it's giving me a hard time. Oh, they got a bye week next week?
Yeah. There's 2, isn't there 2 bye weeks now in the NFL because they added an extra game. I don't know. I don't know how that works anymore.
Okay, so right now, as it stands, their pass defense, their their passing, their rushing yards per game or total yards per game allowed. They're ranked 31st.
So they're second to last in the NFL.
In yards allowed per game.
Fantastic. So what did you do by adding a player who's potentially only going to help your run defense, which is probably not going to help it
and on top
that
of that,
much?
Even on top of that, right? You're 31st in yards per game allowed.
Yeah.
Points per game allowed. 31st. So you allow the second most points in the league and the second most yards overall in a game in the league. So they're just killing you, whether it's passing or rushing, they're destroying you, which I'm going to assume most of it is passing. But yet they're scoring at least 30 points a game on you. How exactly are you supposed to win? Because this is the thing.
I don't know.
You score 29 points a game, but you can't stop them from scoring.
I'm not that good at math, but I can tell you that that's terrible.
You can run, and your run game and your pass game is great.
Yeah.
But your run defense and pass defense is atrocious. You're like the NFC version of the Cincinnati Bengals right now.
Quite possibly worse.
Like you're able to put up points, but yet you can't stop anybody from scoring on you. So how do you expect to win games? Because again, we all know defense wins championships. So if your defense can't stop anything, how are you expecting to win games and make it to the playoffs?
Of all the moves that they made, the two moves, whatever you want to call it, they only improved their overall win loss percentage by I think it was 0.2.
So you get maybe half a game, maybe
a game. Which I mean, I guess at the end of the day, if that becomes making the playoffs, but at 3-5 and 1, you're not looking like you're gonna make it. That schedule, I don't even. Let's look at Dallas's remaining schedule real quick.
You're not getting the division.
No.
So
no, you're not. No, they're not. No.
Well, the rest of their schedule, they got a bye week this week.
You got them.
Right. They come back for week 11. They play in Vegas. Then they go play back in Dallas. They do their second game with the Eagles. Then the Chiefs, Lions, Vikings, Chargers, Commanders, Giants. Up to week 16, week 11 to week 16. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 game stretch. Raiders, Eagles, Chiefs, Lions, Vikings, Chargers. Raiders, possibly a win. Eagles,
yeah,
that's a loss. Chiefs, I don't know. Depending which Chiefs show up.
Dallas is one of those teams where they at least 1 or 2 times a year they're going to beat a team that they're not supposed to, but they're going to lose to everybody that's probably supposed to.
They'll probably lose to the Vikings. They'll probably lose to the Chargers, and the Commanders. I'm not sure, just because you got Marcus Mariota. So I'm not sure. And then the Giants, because they don't have anybody yet anymore. All they got left is Jackson Dart. And it's just throwing it to whoever's available at that week. And so to say you're 3-5-1 and that remaining schedule looks very unpromising.
I give them 6 wins. And that's being generous.
But they're not making the playoffs the way
even if they win 8. You win 8 games, you're not making the schedule, or not making it. You're not making the playoffs to that schedule.
No, they got a tough road ahead of them, and then to say that this is what their team's going to look like for the next couple of years is probably crazy.
Yeah, well, those first round picks, they gave away 2 of them, so they're back to square one after trading Micah Parsons to the Packers.
I'm still waiting to see how this trade is going to benefit the Cowboys more than you guys, because
I'm interested. I'm interested to see too. All right, move ahead.
Yeah.
NFL, nothing really surprises us. I did have the NBA. We never did go through the NBA gambling issues. Have you been watching any of the NBA so far? Have you noticed anything dictated towards, that the fact that the teams this year, every team in the NBA is averaging over 112 points given up defensively? There's no defense being played in the NBA whatso flipping ever. And I know the NBA doesn't play defense, but Paul, 112 is the least amount of points a defense is giving up.
Listen, I'm just trying to figure out how the hell my Bulls are 5-1.
Dude, your Bulls are 5-1. I know. When I saw it, my old man was saying this to me too. He goes, the Bulls are good. The Pistons are good. He goes, man, the East is kind of looking like they might actually be competitive this year when it comes to the playoffs.
We're getting smacked around right now about Philly, but it's only 7 games in.
Hey, yeah.
But like to say that, I just realized something. Wait a minute. The Bulls are in second. The Bucks are third. The Pistons are fourth.
Yeah.
And the Cavs are seventh.
Yeah.
The whole division is
in the one division. It's in the East. Yeah, Central or whatever.
So I don't know. The league right now it's still early.
Are we laughing? Are we laughing at the Knicks right now? Looking like booty trash.
I'm like, listen,
I kind of have to laugh about it.
I still don't understand why you fired Thibodeau when he literally led you to the Eastern Conference Finals.
I don't know. It makes me. I just can't wrap my head around it.
Like that to me was like, again, does he run his players to the ground? Yes.
Yeah.
But does the result match the output that he's giving you? Like he's literally put New York back on the map in the last.
He still got you to the postseason. It's up to it's up to you as a coach to change the way you coach in the postseason. You can coach that way to get your team to the postseason, but maybe have a different mentality and play a little more conservative and don't try to force the issue. Because he's particularly known for playing like a 6 or 7 man rotation, no matter what his bench is. I think for the most part, when he was in Chicago, I think we had between 6 and 8 players that were just in constant rotation. Right. And in the NBA, technically, you probably could at least play 9, at a minimum. Yeah. And you have 12 people, 15 total, but 3 don't suit up. Right. You got 12 people on the bench, and he usually likes to keep it real short. And there was the knock this past postseason that he only played 6. One of the games he only played 6. I think most of his players were averaging between 45 to 47 minutes a game, and that's not sustainable for 82 games plus the postseason. I mean, it's wear and tear. Yeah. That's going to cause injuries at some point. And I don't care. I will defend LeBron James through the roof when it comes to something like this. Even Jordan got to take a rest. I mean, he didn't play 48 minutes in a game, Well, Jordan was like when they asked him when they asked him to. Well, no, he did the interview with the dude that does the NFL with Dumb Collingworth. Yeah. They had Mike Tirico. He asked him what's his take on load management, and he was like, he doesn't think that it's a thing. However, this is how he sees it. If you physically can't play because you're just physically unable to, fine, rest. But if you are able to play and it's not something that's detrimental to your body, these people are paying good money to see you play. Yeah. And they only play up so many years to watch you play. That's right. And he was like, listen, if somebody's paying, using their hard-earned money that they've earned for the whole week or two to come see me play, it's my responsibility as a player to give them the best that I can. Now, again, if I can't play, because let's say my ankle just can't do it, right, or whatever the case may be, I get it. He's like, I get it. But if I'm physically able, if I can give you at least 80 to 90% of me on that floor, I'm going to do it. The man played while he was sick in the NBA Finals to clinch the NBA Finals championship. The man was nearly dehydrated from lack of fluids. And
again, I get the era is different. Cool. I'm just like, if I'm paying, because these ticket prices are expensive as hell.
Yeah.
These ticket prices.
It's no joke. No.
And so if I'm going to go see LeBron James or Kevin Durant or Jalen Brunson, like these all-star players, and I find out you're just sitting out because of load management,
be kind of pissed off. Yeah.
Like, I didn't come here to see you bums. I came here to see specific people. You know what I'm saying? Like, if your foot's not hanging on by a ligament, why is you not laced up? Do I get heat for this? That's fine. I'm just saying, again, if it's a legitimate injury or something like you got the flu or you're just coughing up blood, I get it. Bro, go get rest, go get better. But it is something that's just like you can tape it up or you can take some fluids and it'll get you up to speed and it's not going to hinder you that much. Again, you could still play, just don't play as many minutes then. But I'm like, I want to see you out here. Like, what if you go to see the Green Bay Packers play and then Jacobs and Jordan don't want to play because they don't feel like it?
Nah, just sitting out this week. We don't need to play.
How freaking ridiculous is that?
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like a preseason NFL game is like the equivalent of like a regular season NBA game, but they just don't want to play. They're just like, nah, I ain't feeling it today. I'm not going to go out there. But instead of it being the coach's decision for the player to not get hurt, the player takes it upon themselves to do it. Yeah.
I'm out today.
Yep. And they pull themselves out. That's the weirdest part. Do you want to know the best part? They don't call it load management anymore on a lot of the apps. They make up an injury for it now. Illness. Like calf strain or illness, yeah. Illness, yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand it, but I'm okay with the NBA going on right now. It's entertainment. The Thunder are 7-0. They're clearly not having a slump right now. Again, I know it's early, but it's still entertaining. Football's entertaining. Basketball's entertaining. Baseball's over with though. But I'm enjoying the NBA right now for what it is, and the fact that it's still weird that we can watch basketball on so many different streaming networks. Like, this is just, it's too many fish in the pond.
Well, except for me, like I got YouTube TV, and it's like, dude, you guys need to figure your stuff out before.
Oh, you don't got no ESPN?
Yeah, I got no ESPN, I got no ABC, got no fun stuff. But you want to know what the funny part is? I was reading a comment, and a guy goes, that's okay. He goes, my team's on a bye. And the guy goes, hey, dumbass. He goes, a couple of the NFL games are on. He goes, that really screws you over. And he goes, what's your team? And he goes, it was like some AFC team, and they're playing on ABC or whatever. So it was like Monday Night Football. And he's like, fuck. It's like, yeah, dude, now you're screwed. Now you understand why people are pissed off. But at the end of the day, it's a holdout between not wanting to pay, it's all about big business and about big money and marketing, and it's just whatever.
Because if you're an SEC guy like myself and you got YouTube TV,
yeah, you ain't got no SEC network. No,
you got no SEC networks. You can't watch none of your college football on Saturday.
No, well, or ABC, or I think there's another one. Yeah, I can't believe that ABC was on there. ESPN, I get because it's independent, but I forgot ABC's all part of that whole mix too. It's just crazy.
They better get it together because these people are gonna throw a fit.
Right. All right. Any closing arguments? Any closing messages for anybody? The only thing I was gonna ask you was, did you end up watching Raw last night, or did you end up watching the NFL game?
I just rewatched Raw later on because
again, figured
I was having fun making posts. I was like, hey, I'll make a good post every time something good happens with the Cowboys. And one of my friends called me. He's like, hey, you watching the game? I was like, yeah. How's it going? I was like, did you see any good posts on Facebook yet? She goes, no. Oh, okay, well, that tells you everything. They're not doing crap.
No, and I think next week, next Monday, I think we got old girls coming in on the show, and we'll have a little bit of different perspective. Maybe quite possibly we can get her in on the trivia. That would be interesting. I should let her know about that.
Yeah, listen. Let me find out. We got a guest on the show for the game and the show.
It would be. The thing is, she knows ball, and you should make it all NFL rated. And we'll be like, and we could watch Charles go down quite possibly. You imagine him going down to a guest? Oh, he would be. Oh, I'm not trying to set him up for this. I'm just saying, it's entirely possible that she might want to join in on the fun.
I think you should definitely extend the invite and see what she says.
I'll see what she says. I'll send her a couple videos of what we do and how it goes, and maybe you and I sit back and we collab on the questions, and you give them to me, and I'll put them up on the screen before you say them, and then
Charles.
We'll watch Charles go at it and see how he does.
I hope she says yes.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all I got today, man.
All right, and as Charles would always say, the world is a much better place with you in it. Stay hot, stay loud, and we'll see you next Tuesday after dark.
Yo, it's time to dip. Lights low and the mic off. Boys with the heat, yeah, we blast like a Molotov. Said what we said, no regrets in the air. If you ain't subscribed yet, bitch, don't you dare. Rate it 5 stars, hit that share like a blunt. Tell your homies, tell your mama we on front. We the truth in the booth, no cap, just flame. If you fuck with the crew, you remember the name. It's goodbye, goodbye to the tribe. We fucking love you, now feel this vibe. Out this bitch with a mic drop kiss. Thanks for riding, we gone, but you won't miss.